Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I did do this video on my phone, but storage was down, so I'm deciding to redo this. So welcome back. If you guys are interested in any personal readings, just donate to the Salama School for the Blind and email me. If you guys want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99. We're here to find out today, what do people love about you? Okay, so I've already filmed the last 3. So have I feel like I started pile 3 in between, so I'm gonna do pile 1. So okay, for pile 1 is change. Pile 2 is conserve. Pile 3 is rest. Pile 4 is upbeat. Pile 5 is memory. And pile 6 is gift. Now I will try and hold them up at once. Okay, so change, conserve, rest, and then we have gift, memory, and I think upbeat. Upbeat was meant to be, I think, the last one, but it ended up being switched. So it ended up being this one instead. Hold on. All because I don't like editing too much, even though I'm going to edit. Anyway, so yeah, so this is the pile selection. Okay, go ahead and pick your piles. And then we're going to start. So for pile number 1, because I'm only doing 3 piles for this now, because I've already shot the other ones. Pile number 1, you guys chose change. Okay, so let's see. You guys have the 7 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign energy. We have the Judgment. And then we have I'm sorry. So what do people love about you guys is, sorry, my children are very loud. Okay, very, very loud. I'm watching them in the garden and I'm like, oh my God. Anyways, what people love about you guys is you guys can take accountability. We have I'm sorry. You guys come across as very humble to many. You are someone who a lot of people don't really see as someone who is wrong at any time, but if you are wrong, on the very rare occasion that you are wrong, you're never afraid to admit, oh, okay, I messed up here. Oh, okay, maybe I was wrong about that. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. You're willing to apologize. So you guys, people love the fact that you have a very high level of humility. We also have judgment. So a lot of people do miss your energy, because I'm getting, when you walk away from people, pile 1, you don't come back. Because we have this with the 7 of Swords. You may ghost people and you may be thinking, why would anyone like that? It's because it screams, I'm not going to explain this to you. Like when people play in your face or people betray you, hurt you, and they know exactly what they've done, and you feel like it's beyond having a conversation because you're not trying to salvage the connection or friendship, you just walk away. You're like, I don't need to explain to you why it's wrong to snake people. I don't need to explain to you why it's wrong to be an asshole. I'm gonna remove you from my life. You may block people, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I can relate to that. Like, you may be like, I'm not gonna have this back and forth. I don't do that, that's not cute. Block. You could be that type of person, and people really love that about you because it screams self-respect. It screams, why would I waste my time trying to educate someone on why it's wrong to be a horrible human being when I can just block them and move on with my day? People love your self-respect, okay? But yeah, I feel like people do always want a second chance with you, but you may not give second chances. Don't get it twisted. It's not like you may be super strict. Like you may feel like, okay, maybe I was misunderstanding this. Maybe I didn't read into this properly. But then finally, when it becomes clear to you that, no, this person was very intentional behind the snarkiness they were doing, block. You don't give second chances, okay? And that's what makes people want a second chance with you, because they're like, oh my God, like that's so attractive. Like someone who loves themselves and stuff. Yeah, no, I want to be with them. We also have change. So you guys are never really afraid to... What's wrong? Zane? What's wrong? Harris? Okay, you can go to Harris. He is gonna let you pray. You can go to Harris. Sorry, I think he was upset because he felt his big brother didn't want to play with him. and watching them through that. Anyways, yeah, people love the fact that you're never afraid to change. You're never afraid to evolve. You're constantly growing. You're constantly changing things up about your life, maybe about your beliefs, and even about your physical looks. There's always something new with you guys, okay? Some people may see you as spontaneous, or maybe you just don't tell people what your plans are. You just pop up doing something new and people just love it. People just eat it up, okay? But people feel like you're not afraid to try something outside of your comfort zone and change, because that's just a part of growth, you know? And people really love this about you. It may even be hairstyles. It may be your aesthetics. It may be all sorts. I'm just giving examples that I can relate to. But you're never afraid to try something new, but you're always constantly evolving and challenging yourself, and people love it because you do things that a lot of people want to try to do but can't emulate, you know? But it kind of gives people hope to want to try that, okay? So people really do love this about you, okay? I'm going to move on to part number 2. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me and send your money to the Salama School for the Blind. Okay, the link is in the description down below. So part 2, you guys chose Conserve. Okay, we have Popular, and we have the Star card. I'm not going to put that up too much because I don't want to get flagged. And we have the 2 of Wands. Okay, fire sign energy. We have Air, which is Aquarius, and then we have fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So what is it that people love about you, pile 2? People love the fact that you are a popular loner. When I think of Conserve, I think of someone conserving their time, their energy, being very selective with it. Someone who's very intentional about who they surround themselves with. Someone who may be just introverted, they require a lot of recharging, right? But it also makes me think of someone who has a little bit of traditional values as well. I feel like you guys blend traditional values with modern values, because Conserve makes me think of conservative, but we also have Star card energy, so it's kind of like Aquarius energy, which is revolutionary, it's unique, it's, oh, let me try this, it's outside of the box, you know? So you guys may carry that sort of energy. People like the fact that you're very unique. A lot of people are drawn to your like part 2, and this could be a good and bad thing, because some people may be drawn to it, but also triggered by it. You may trigger a lot of people who are traditional or who follow religions like to the tip. You may trigger a lot of people, or you may inspire a lot of insecurities in others, not intentionally of course, but it's like people compare themselves to you a lot. Even if like you're in your own little world, because I'm getting you guys may be spaced out most of the time, like you're just in your own little world, but people are so hyper fixated on you, okay? People feel like you're very talented. We do have the 2 of Wands energy, so this is like, I can go in this direction in life, or I can go in this direction in life. You hold the world in your hands. I mean, literally. You have the skill sets, and even if you don't have the skill sets or talents, you're always willing to learn and to develop those skills and talents. I don't know if you guys believe in past lives, but you maybe had past lives doing multiple things, so that's why you may pick up on things very quickly, or you're a quick learner. But people really like the fact that you are popular. A lot of people do like you, okay? A lot of people, you may trigger people who are a little bit insecure in a way where like they feel like if you are very to yourself, right, you conserve yourself. This is a very common experience of neurodivergence. But if you keep to yourself and you just exist, you may trigger people because it makes people feel like you don't like them, especially if you're not outgoing or extroverted, or you're not very social. It's weird because many people are drawn to you, but you may not be like social, so it makes people feel like, oh, but you come across this way and you're like this, so I thought like you would be social, and if you're not social with me, that must mean you hate me. You may make people think that you dislike them just because you're quiet, just because you keep to yourself. You may put yourself out there when it comes to things you're passionate about, but you may keep to yourself in general, and it makes people think your quietness is a direct insult to them. They feel like, okay, then pile 2 doesn't like me, I have to overcompensate and work harder for pile 2's love. Yet the whole time you could literally just be like, I'm just in my own little space. It's not personal, you know, but some people will take it personal. You may even have people who preconceive notions about you where they're like, oh, because part 2 is so amazing and everyone's drawn to them and they're so hot and pretty, whatever, then they're like this. You get people who project, and the whole time you're just keeping to yourself. But we're not going to focus on that, okay? Because this is more about what people love about you. They love the fact that you shine. They love the fact that you are still introverted in a way that it kind of makes you relatable, because it's like, you're not out here like, hey, you're not a friend to everyone, you know, you're just kind of like, I kind of like to do things by myself, but I'm going to be kind, I'm going to be friendly, you know, and people really like the fact that, yeah, no matter what direction you go in, you can hack it. You have multiple ways of getting through life. You're not just one way. So a lot of the times I like to use this comparison. You know, we live in a very put this person in a box kind of world, and you cannot be boxed into any category. Some people, like if you're academic and intelligent and you've gone to university and you have a PhD, whatever it may be, they put you in one box. Then they're like, okay, if you're very creative, you're very artistic, then, oh, you probably didn't do well in school, but you're only creative. We'll put you in that box. Then there's you that you could be put in any box. I'm not gonna lie, I can relate to that. I can relate to that a little, you know? So it's like, it may make people feel like, wow, like, is there anything you can't do? It's giving beauty and brains, okay? But people really love and admire that about you, but you may inspire a little bit of insecurity in others. So just be cautious of that. Don't doubt yourself, by the way, because you may feel like, oh, maybe people don't really acknowledge that. People do acknowledge that, but they may not give you your flowers because you already make them feel insecure. So they're gonna like look and not say anything, you know? But people love it though. They love it. They just don't want you to always know it, okay? But I'm gonna move on to the next pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, email me and send your payment to the Salama School for the Blind charity. And if you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99, okay? Pile 3, we have rest. May you find moments of serenity. Now, I did do a bit of pile 3, but I didn't start pile 3. So you guys got trust your gut. And we have the 10 of swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we have the 4 card, okay, which is Aries, fire energy. I said trust your gut, but I was about to say trust your butt. So you guys could be really funny, okay? People really like the fact that you're really funny, you have a great sense of humor, you could be playful, but adversity comes to mind when I see these 2 cards together. You are no stranger to pain, struggle, PTSD, adversity. You are an alchemist, pile 3. Whenever you're going through the worst of the worst of the worst, you know how to turn that shit and turn it into beauty, into power, into abundance, you know? You guys, people can't see you down. Like, even if you're struggling, you would never let anyone see that. But I feel like you may trigger people who want to see you suffer because they're like, there's no way pile 3 can always be that happy and always on top and well put together. But it's just like, yeah, God forbid you're a human, but that doesn't mean you have to showcase your pain towards everyone. You know, that doesn't mean you have to show your enemies, hey, I'm weak, I'm crying, you've got me, you know? Like, you are that type of person where people know you've been betrayed, you've been hurt, you've had to start all over again, but you're never afraid to start all over again. You are the type of energy that does not give up. When something doesn't work out, you're like, okay, cool, what did I learn from this? What did this teach me? Okay, I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna try again. One thing I like to tell my children, especially my eldest when he was like 2, is sometimes I'm holding his hand and he will trip and fall. And every single time he falls, I'm like, what do we do when we fall down? We get back up. It's okay. This is when I was trying to get him used to walking a lot because, child, I did not have a car when I was younger. I was really young. Having a car in London is a privilege. It's not like in America where like everyone has one. Like, it's a privilege, you know? Anyways, that's besides the point. But we used to walk everywhere. And every time he'll stumble, he'll just cry and he'll just stay there. And I'm like, what do we do when we fall down? We get back up. It's okay that you fell down. It's okay. But we're going to get back up. And that's what we did. And now he loves to walk. But it's like, you guys are no stranger to adversity, and it transforms you into the most powerful, amazing being, okay? And people love that. It's your mentality. Your mind is so powerful and people love it. We have trust your gut, so you have very strong intuition. People know that you're good at reading people and you're good at reading situations. You're good at analyzing things and you have very strong pattern recognition. So if something doesn't seem right to you, you're like, I'm gonna trust my gut. I'm gonna go in this direction. I'm gonna move in this way. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go this route because I sense something off. Like, you guys, your intuition is so strong. People cannot lie to you. And they love this about you. And you can also pick up when people are hurt and upset without them telling you. Even if they're hiding it. You can recognize it because maybe you do the same. So like, people feel seen by you. They feel validated by you. They feel heard, okay? But you guys also chose rest. So you guys may be introverted like pile 2. Like, you may require a lot of solitude, a lot of rest and recharge. You guys hustle hard, don't get it twisted, but you're never afraid to take a break and rest, okay? This is also giving, like, you find answers in solitude. You're not really the type of person that if you're going through something, you're gonna call up your girls or you're gonna call up your guys. You're just like, you know what? Let me have a moment. The answer will come to me, kind of energy. And I don't mean that in a way where like you guys feel like you're superior. Of course, we will always need people, but it's like your reliance on people isn't as high compared to certain people. Like, you're kind of like, I will find the answers within, and you usually do. So people feel like you're not afraid to take that rest, and you're not afraid to tell yourself, no, this is too much. I need to relax. I need to sleep. And people love that. It reminds me of my secondary school days, or as Americans would say, high school days, where if I had homework to do and I hadn't done it, I wasn't about to cram it when I'm exhausted. I'm like, listen, my body's growing. I'm a teenager. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sleep because I'm exhausted and my body's growing. But I'm gonna wake up extremely early to get the work done when I'm more well rested. So let me sleep now. Let me sleep early so I can wake up early and do the work then. It's giving that energy. You're not gonna tire yourself out and bang out, you know, an all-nighter when you don't need to. You're like, too much stress on the body. I would not be surprised if you guys look young because of that, you know, beauty sleep. But that's all I'm getting for part number 3. I'm gonna move on to part number 4. Okay, so this is what happens, right? When you think that your phone has more memory than it does, okay? It's a problem, I know. But where was I? So people like the fact that you follow your intuition and you trust your gut. We also have rest. You find times of serenity. So you're not afraid to take a break. You know, we live in this time period where it's like, if you don't hustle hard, people often forget your content, or they forget your existence, or if you're not always there, you're not afraid to take a break. You're not afraid to sometimes say, you know what? I've hustled enough. I've done all I can. I need to rest. And you just do. And you could be someone who, similar to me, if I don't have the energy to be on social media, pick up phone calls, I just don't. I tell people, sorry, I'm just too tired. I don't have the energy. I'll talk to you when my energy comes back. You know, because it's exhausting, or else you break down, especially if you have to do so many things by yourself, you know. However, you're also the type of person where you find solace in being by yourself. You may be an introvert. You may rest and recharge a lot by yourself. And people really find this admirable, because there could be people who are surrounded with you who are more extroverted, like they rely on other people's comfort, other people's energies to feel good. And you may derive that by yourself. And people kind of wish they were more reflective and more like that, because that's how you find a lot of solace and how you find solutions to your problems, is sometimes through isolation. So people really admire this about you, that you're not really trying to keep up with everyone, because, you know, you feel like, well, I got other things to tend to, and one of those things are my mental health, okay? So people really admire and respect that about you, okay? But that's all I'm getting for part number 3. I'm gonna move on to part number 4. Okay, so part number 4, I can't give you a timestamp because I stopped this quite, you know. We have Upbeat, may your inner child come out to play. Don't know if you guys can see. And then we have Loyalty. Then we have 2 of Cups, water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have the 4 of Cups, okay, water energy. So I don't know if they're from the same pile, because I'm like low-key like looking at like, what's this from the same pile? I don't know. I think so. Maybe. Okay, maybe. So what do people love about you guys? People love the fact that you have a really glow to yourself. Like, you're someone who, you're not afraid to get in touch with your inner child. You're not afraid to do things that make you feel happy. You guys have a lot of vibrant energy, even if you feel like you don't. However, with that vibrant energy, there is some sort of a come down. So we have the 4 of Cups. So this energy screams, okay, I need a break. You know, it's giving that. But I did originally interpret this card to be more of like, with you, you know your worth, okay? So just because someone wants to give you a cup, it doesn't mean you always are expected to take it. You're very selective with who you accept things from, what person you want to spend your time and energy with. Very, very selective, okay? But I'm also getting an energy where you're very silly and laughy and goofy with the people that you trust. I'm getting that not a lot of people you guys trust, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting you don't allow people to see this fun, lighthearted side to you. You're very selective. So people know you have it in you with the Upbeat, but you don't showcase that to just each and everyone. You're very selective, okay? And you may have a close, small group of friends, and these people feel very honored to be in your circle because they know that you are not like this with everyone. So when it comes to people you care about, you're very funny, you're very laughy, you're very silly, you're very jokey. But when it comes to the people that you're not close with, you're kind of a bit closed off. You're kind of a bit like, you're respectful, but you don't give them the cheeky side to you. You're very selective. So people feel very honored that out of all the people that they are chosen by you to see this amazing personality that you have. So you may be very selective, and that's what I'm getting from the Four of Cups, and people love that. But because to them it shows that you have true loyalty. It shows that no matter how much time passes, you'll only be devoted to these people in your circle. Everyone else can get like the free trial, but like only your close friends get the premium, okay? But we do have the Two of Cups as well. So people also like the fact that you're very easy to connect with. You're easy to love, okay? You're someone who's easy to talk to. So when someone's going through something, you're the person that they want to talk to. You're the person they want to connect with. You are somebody who's very good at holding secrets. So you are someone who a lot of people want to tell their secrets to. You may be thinking like, why do people come to me with their secrets? Why do people come to me with their problems? I don't know why I'm being selected. But it's because you are so trustworthy, okay? And people see that you have a lot of trustworthiness. You could have a lot of earth in your chart or water in your chart. But I'm just getting like, people really love this side about you. You are a friend for life. You are a partner for life. And if you're in a relationship, your partner really loves the fact that they find it easy to connect with you. They trust you. You're loyal, and they love you. They love your energy. They love your silliness. They love your quirkiness, you know? But they know you don't give that energy to just anyone, which makes them feel very honored and very privileged, okay? But yeah, that's the overall vibe I'm getting. That people really feel, you make people feel special. You make people feel heard. You make people feel seen, okay? But I'm going to move on to the next pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me. If you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99. And when you are making a purchase, please donate to the Salama School for the Blind. Thank you. So, pile 5, we have memory. May you hold the past lightly. Okay. Then we have Capricorn. Then we have the 6 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign energy. Then we have Justice, which is Libra energy, air energy. So, what is it that people love about you? People love the fact that you are fair. You are balanced, you are just. Similar to pile 1, you can take accountability for your actions, but you're someone who genuinely cares about the world around you. People really feel this a sense of justice, a sense of humanitarianism within you. You're the type of person where you're not one of those people who just talk about world issues just for fun of it. Like, you genuinely care. People feel like there's a lot of passion behind it. You're also very good at being the mediator when it comes to certain situations, and you're always good at finding problems, not finding problems, but solutions to those problems, sorry. But we do have the 6 of Wands energy. So you actually are really, really liked. And if you are Libra, even more so. Because one thing I've noticed about the Libras I know is that a lot of the time they are very popular, especially October Libras. Very popular, very beautiful, and like their beauty is not just like skin deep. It's like, it's within, you know? And a lot of the times they look very beautiful naturally. Like I'm getting like a lot of Libra energy because of the Justice. But it's like, you guys are also very popular. Even if you're introverted, like a lot of people like you. A lot of people see you to be very diplomatic and respectful, and just someone who, no one can really say anything bad about you guys. And if they do, then I don't even know why they would. Because I'm like, a Libra, like they're just very sweet. They just want everyone to get along, you know? They just want peace. They just like good vibes. When there's problems, it may make you guys anxious and you want to solve it, you know? But a lot of people find you someone who they want to celebrate with, they want to enjoy time with. They like the fact that you can divide your attention equally between you and other people well. People really miss you when you're not there, because we do have memory. So a lot of people do be thinking about you. Even people from the past who are no longer part of your life, people really miss your energy because you brought a lot of fun to it. You brought a lot of justice to it. You brought a lot of like life to it, okay? People also like the fact, we do have Capricorn here. Some of you guys could be Capricorn, but people really like the fact that you are ambitious. You are about your money. You guys are probably destined for greatness. Like, you guys have your head on straight. You know what you want, and you don't settle for less, okay? People like the fact that you're very skilled and ambitious. Some of you guys could be perfectionists. So when it comes to doing things, you want things to be done a certain way, but not in a way where you're controlling towards others, but you may be harsh on yourself. And I know in this day and age, it's not good to be a perfectionist. However, it does get you the results that you need, because you end up like, say for example, if you do anything online, your content is top tier, okay? I know a lot of Libras that the things that they post, top tier. Aesthetically pleasing because, you know, Venus energy, but it's top tier, you know? And that has come from perfectionism, which is a good and bad thing, you know? It's good because it's like, it gets you the results that you want, but it could be bad because why would you want to like punish yourself and torture yourself to the point of like, you can't be happy with the things that you do, right? But you guys are about your money. You guys may have some sense of traditionalism to you. So when it comes to, some of you guys could be waiting for that special person. So you may be someone who's celibate, waiting towards marriage, or just someone who you're very like, if you want me, you're gonna have to court me the right way. Like you guys may have those sort of values. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna wait until I'm 30 to get married. Or if you're young, like, oh, I think it's best to wait until I'm over 18 to get into a relationship. I'm not gonna get into a relationship as a teenager. Like you guys could have certain values like that, okay? And people really respect that. You give a vibe where people are forced to respect you. Like maybe the way you carry yourself, the way you are in general. Like you don't do what everyone else is doing just because it's popular. You guys could also be selective of what kind of music you listen to. You may not want to listen to music that is like degrading, especially towards women. Like you may be very like, I want to listen to something high vibrational. I like music that uplifts me, you know? You guys are also, if you're a woman, you're also a girl's girl. You like to see people shine, but you also like to shine yourself, you know? So I'm just getting a vibe that you guys are destined for success, or you are seen as someone who's already successful, okay? But overall, people really like this energy, but they really miss you though, because you guys are the type of people that really root for people, okay? And that's what I'm getting for pile number 5. I'm going to move on to the last pile. So pile number 6, you guys chose gift. May you receive the gifts that await. Okay. Let's see. We have the High Priestess, which is Pisces energy, water energy. We have air sign energy with the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Chariot. So this is an extra one. Don't tell the other piles, which is Cancer, water energy. Then we have Death, which is Scorpio, which is also water energy. So what is it that people love about you guys? We have gift. So you guys chose gift. I feel like you guys, people love the fact that you are a blessing in their life. And I don't mean that in like, oh my God, you're such a blessing, like the typical way. Like I mean it in a way where you are the type of person where some people don't even know where they would be without you. You may really help put people on to certain things, or if someone really needs help with something, you always have like, oh yeah, I know a guy who knows a guy, I can hook you up with this person. Or you could be finding opportunities for people. Like you're always someone who has the answers. You always know exactly what to give to someone else when they need it. You don't always give people what they want, but you do give people what they need, okay? We do have the High Priestess here, so you guys are very mysterious. But I'm also getting like a vault. You guys are very good at keeping secrets. This reminds me of pile 4, I think. You guys are very good at keeping secrets, but you could also be very mysterious and very intuitive. So people trust your judgment. You may have earned yourself a reputation where they're like, well, if pile 6 says this, then you gotta go with it, because pile 6 never lies and pile 6 is always on point. So you guys could be, some of you could be tarot readers watching me, and if you are, your readings are always on point. They're always accurate, okay? And that's why people love you, because they feel like you know a lot. You know more than what you lead on, okay? People also like the fact that you have a lot of self-respect, because we do have the King of Swords. So like you may, okay, people may think that you're a sociopath, okay, because you may respect yourself. You're like, people think, oh, you didn't love me because you walked away from me after I betrayed you, or after I don't know, cheated on you, hurt you. Why would you walk away from us? And you guys carry an energy where it's just like, I'm sorry, you disrespected me. You thought I was gonna stay? I'm sorry, I value myself more than that, okay? You guys come across as the King of Swords. You know, King of Swords is actually not like a bad energy. It's fair, balanced, just, but it's also someone who's a bit detached, but not in a way where like you don't care, but in a way where like, I'm sorry, I gotta do what's the fairest thing to do. And sometimes I can't involve my emotions in that decision. You know, it's kind of like some people may have like an inkling about, it's a bit controversial, but let's go for it. I love controversy. Some people may find it controversial if you have a child that has, I don't know, murdered someone wrongfully, by the way, or raped someone wrongfully, and you may be the type of parent that like, I'm sorry, you're going to jail, I'm calling the police. And that is controversial to some people, because they're like, oh my God, how can you rat out your own child? I'm sorry, but some actions are very evil, you know, very, very evil. Even if like you guys may not have that level of attachment to things. You're more attached to what is the right thing to do. So say, for example, we can all agree that Hitler's a horrible man. We can all agree that Coney is a horrible man. We can all agree that harming the innocent is wrong. We all agree on that. But why is it that when it comes to the people that we're closest to, we turn a blind eye to that? It's like, oh, give them a chance, or oh, you know, it doesn't change the fact that it's still evil. Even if it is by someone you love, yes, it's still evil. Like, let's not sugarcoat the truth now. You guys could be that sort of energy where it's just like, I see things for what they are. I don't wear rose-tinted glasses. I don't have loyalty to people. I have loyalty to what is right. It's giving that. You guys would make great leaders, by the way, okay? But we do have Chariot, so it's not always based upon, okay, this is the right thing to do. The way you move is with your intuition, because this is ruled by Cancer, and Cancers often have very strong intuition. So it's kind of like, you make decisions not only about the evidence and facts that are presented with you, but also how does it feel internally. So say, for example, if you're a judge and someone was to come to you with a problem, right? You are the type of person that will be like, you know what? I've heard, damn, like, oh my God, my space, even on my freaking camera, I didn't even know. Anyways, I was saying, you lead with your intuition. So if something just doesn't sit right with you, yeah, you're going to back it up with your intuition and as well as evidence. But you guys are not afraid to put things to an end. You're not afraid to change and transform, similar to Power 1. And I love how it ties all, again, back to Power 1, okay? But yeah, honestly, you guys are a gift. And I feel like this is also coming from a literal point of view. You guys know how to give gifts. You know how to give people what they just need, like the perfect gift giver, because it comes with thought and intention and attentiveness. And people really do appreciate that about you. Okay. You guys also have really... okay, that's really weird. I was about to say you guys have really beautiful eyes, but I heard fallopian tubes. So maybe you guys, I don't know, some people may want to have your kids. I don't know. Maybe people might want to trap you if you're a woman. Very random message to get. But you guys could be very attractive, okay? And that's why. Not even could be. All my subscribers are attractive, okay? That's all I've got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, just email me and send your money to the Salama School for the Blind. Thank you. Bye, guys.